Wait.
Oh, hello everybody! Welcome back to another SM stream. My name is Zena.
And I'm Andrew.
Yep. And today we are casting our Fortnite game.
We have two D1 teams competing in Fortnite, our varsity blue team and our varsity gold team. Currently, we are watching our varsity gold team, I believe.
That seems right. We have Orion as Spirit and
Reaper.
Who's
I believe Bennett.
Bennett? Okay. Bennett and Orion. Oh, Becker.
Close enough.
Becker and Orion. And
It looks like they're probably contested based off of their health, which is not a good thing, especially in these D1 lobbies. They gotta be very careful because most of our points come from placement. So if they die off spawn, they won't get any points.
yeah, how does the point system work?
Okay, so starting at top 17 teams, you'll start earning points based on placement. Each time you get to a different placement, 17, 16, 15, you get one more point consecutively, up until about top 3 where you start getting more points. Like you get actually 3 points for getting the third, or actually 5 points for getting the first. You get more and more points consecutively. So you want to get placement. Additionally, you get 1 point per each elimination, but you'll get much more points hiding and getting into like third place than you will getting like 12th place with 5 kills. You want to try and get as long into the game as you can.
I see. Okay, so it looks like right now, are they just kind of waiting?
It looks like, based off of Reaper's health, that he took some, I assume, shots from somebody else. So it looks like they're hiding and trying to like make the other players make the first move. They want the other players to reveal themselves first so that they don't get like surprised. Because like if one of them goes down, it's pretty much over for the second. Because then they have to play against 2 people at once.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're gonna lock that out. They're gonna go leave because they don't want their team to kill them. Our other team is also in this game. I believe they dropped at the south side of the map.
Oh.
Yep, so that's their team. That's
Oh.
usually them right now. So I believe our other D1 team is at the south side of the map. They dropped in the snow. I don't know how they're doing. I hope they're doing well.
Hopefully. So, even though they're competing for the same school, they're still against each other in this match, right?
Yes. There can be no teaming. That would be a violation of the rules. And get our team full ban. So yeah, as you can see by Orion's loot, they didn't have time to grab much. He only had the 1 gun before he had the run.
So, for people who are new to Fortnite, what are some of the base mechanics?
Okay, so what makes Fortnite different from most Battle Royale games is the ability to build. You can be able to farm materials by destroying your surroundings, and that will give you like materials to build walls and ramps, and that will like allow you to make gameplay that other games won't have. It adds a whole new element of complexity to the game.
And there's also the element of the storm, I believe, right?
Yes, a lot of Battle Royale games have a storm, which is going to force players towards a central location throughout the match. So that like the match has to get smaller. Otherwise, because there's so many players, eventually they're not be able to find each other once it gets to a small number of players. It keeps the action going and it helps players to find each other later in the game when there's less teams. Otherwise, the matches would take forever.
Yeah, I can imagine on a huge map like that.
If it didn't shrink, it'd be very long matches.
Because imagine just the big map with 2 people at the very end.
Yeah, they're never gonna find each other. They're
Yeah.
never gonna find each other.
They like keep crossing paths just barely.
So what they're gonna want to do is they're gonna want to first thing they want to do is they're gonna want to farm up materials and get loot, find guns. The rarity system is gold, purple are the best guns, followed by blue, and then green, then gray. You're gonna want to find the best guns possible. Also, certain guns are gonna be better statistically than others. And each season has its own meta. You're gonna want to find the best guns, farm up on materials. You can have 500 each material at a time, and then they're gonna want to go and hide somewhere, or they can play aggressive. It's probably in their best interest because the placement point's to hide somewhere though. Just play low until the zone shrinks, and then they're forced to go somewhere else.
That seems like a good strategy. Especially with what you said about how your points. Where are they off to?
Looks like they're heading more towards the center of the map, which could be a risky move. Because a lot of teams are going to be near the center of the map because the storm tends to pull towards the center of the map. Okay, so a lot of people are wondering what the C on the right means. That is your OXR rank. So basically, as you progress through the game, getting kills, completing season-oriented quests like defeating the bosses or destroying bugs, since this is a bug invasion scene, your OXR rank is going to go up. So the better OSR rank you get, the better loot you will get from a drop pod. Every time you rank up, you'll get a drop pod.
And what are these words? what does this mean?
Okay, so basically by doing little tasks throughout the game, you're gonna get better loot. Because when you get, each time you rank up to a new rank, C, B, A, S, and then S+, you'll get a pod of loot will drop from the sky onto your location, packed with loot. You're going to want to get to a higher rank because that will get you better loot. Of course, you can't get to a higher rank if you play passively and like they're doing right now. You have to get kills and stuff. It looks like he's currently stalking another player. They're going to fire. Okay, so that player's going to be very low. Yeah, they knocked him down. So now they have the advantage on his teammate because there's two of them and one of that team. So that guy's teammate is either going to try and fight both Orion and Reaper at the same time, or he's going to just hide and hopefully pick up the reboot card. Now the reboot card is when you die, you will drop your reboot card in your place where you died, and you have like 3-ish minutes for your team to come collect it. And if they collect it, they can bring you back.
And they bring you back at certain designated checkpoints,
yes,
right?
They're called reboot vans, and there's one outside the window, you can see it. It's the little van with the blue circle, semicircle on top. They're probably going to stick around and see if their teammate goes for reboot card. Because again, he's on his own against 2 others. Oh, what they're doing right now is very clever.
What are they doing?
So those are gas cans. If you were to accidentally strike a gas can with a pickaxe, it would explode and seriously harm you. So they moved it out of the way so they were able to mine the rest of the materials without accidentally striking it with their pickaxe.
Oh, that's smart.
Gas cans can also be used as traps. If you shoot them, they will also explode. Oh, right there, you just heard it.
Yeah, there's the explosion.
There's the explosion. It was very nullified because it dropped into the water, but there was an explosion.
Oh, there's sewer tunnels?
Yes. People will often hide in these. I've hidden them myself a few times to get through placement points. You gotta be careful because there's all these different turns and people will just be hiding, waiting to jump you.
Yeah. Oh, and I see the rank's gone up since they've
Eliminate someone.
Yeah.
Yes. You also get ranked just for surviving throughout the game. It'll go up very slowly, so you want to eliminate players and complete tasks.
What kind of tasks?
Okay, so the ones that will get you the most points is by claiming a capture point. So some locations will have something in the center that, as you stand in the zone, it will claim, and then by being the team to claim it, it will give you loot, and it'll also boost your rank. Additionally, you can defeat bosses, so there's these giant bugs around the island that you can beat, and that will be the best way to raise your rank. There's 3 of them, and they give you good loot. You see, when they look at their map, that yellow circle, I don't know, they probably won't pull up their map again for a bit, but that yellow circle is a medallion. That means that someone holding in that circle has a medallion, which is basically a little buff. It makes you stronger.
Okay. But you can see the medallions on maps,
Yes.
right? So it makes you easier to track.
It makes you easier to track, but it gives you a buff. So I believe that specific medallion makes your movement speed faster. You run faster, and then you slide faster.
And how do you acquire medallions?
You defeat the bosses. The 3 bosses across the map will each drop a medallion.
So the 3 teams with medallions are really easy targets then.
They're easier targets, but they're not precise locations. The circles are relatively large. This gives a general location. They're relatively easy targets. But you also have to be aware that if they claim the medallion, then they're probably a pretty strong team.
Oh, that's true because they defeated the boss.
They defeated the boss, and they defeated all the players who were going for the boss. Okay, that base on the hill, that may be our other D1 team. If I know Zach and Lucas, they will be hiding on that mountain because that's what we did all last season and it worked. That little house on the hill, that might be our other D1 team. I'm not positive, but I feel fairly confident in saying that.
They're just up there casually building.
Because they have height. To climb that mountain, it'd be a very tough fight having to go uphill. Because they would be running uphill while they could just stand up there and shoot down.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Also on top of the hills, there's these launch pads. You just saw Orion hit one. It will basically give you a boost. And it helps with rotating into the circle. I'm not sure why they're still farming. They're both full materials. I wonder if they're just trying to get backup materials. Oh, that blue chest. I think we were gonna go open it. Is a special chest that gives good loot. As you just drop the purple gun.
And purple means
Better.
Better.
So I said earlier, gray is the worst, then green,
better.
then blue, then purple, then gold. So you don't want to be looking for gold loot. Of course, a gold item of a certain type might be worse than a purple item of a certain type, because all the different guns fire different. You can really find what you like, what type of gun you want. It's very stylish. Okay, so they just ranked up. They're going to be B now. So the drop pod should go to their location the moment they leave underground. Currently they're underground, so the drop pod will drop on them. Because one mechanics. Oh no, the pod isn't drop. Okay, they fixed that.
Oh, where's the
Okay, they're being shot at.
Oh, stuff is happening.
Yes, they're being shot at. They're going to want to probably go back underground, like smart. Or they're going to want to launch pad away. Ryan has 2 launch pads in his inventory right now. There's a purple item in the 3rd slot. He might want to use those to get away. Or they just want to hide on the ground. Because now the other team's going to have to go underground with them and fight them in their zone now. Like they'd be the aggressors. Generally, you want to be the defender and not the aggressor. Unless it's a surprise tech. If it's a surprise tech, then you want to be the one who's surprising, not the one who's surprised.
Yeah, that tracks.
But generally, it's harder for someone to attack and defend, especially because of the building system. You can use your ability to defend yourself. You see how they're doing? They're placing walls.
Yeah, and that's for defense.
Yes. The other team would have to go through those walls, but they can now, like, hold. Just wait for their team to go through them and then just do their team. Looks like they're just pulled up on the ground at the moment, though. They're blocking all the exits and they're just gonna sit and wait.
Yeah.
Which is very smart, because they're gonna farm placement points.
Yeah, and they could honestly they could probably wait here until the storm closes in.
Yeah, because they're definitely rank. Oh, as you can see on the map on the corner, the medallion team is approaching.
Oh.
It's the little yellow circle. So it's a relatively large range, but it does mean there are players in the area and they should be very quiet, because they are not doing a very good job of. They're destroying everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say all the noise from those metal beams.
Also, you can see footsteps. Like as you can see on the map, those little markings that appear around like the center are sound indicators. There's gonna be different symbols for different things. So a footstep, when players nearby, you will see little footstep indicators. So they're gonna want to stop walking and running around, or they see their footsteps.
Continues
So
to run around.
Okay, as you see with Reaper, he's crouched down walking. It's like a slower walk, but it hides your footsteps.
Ah.
So Orion's probably gonna want to do what he's doing, just slowly walk quietly, opposed to running around bashing anything he sees. Which the other team may now know that they're down there.
What is... Okay. Orion is cooking something.
So like the other team might be like right on their head right now, or the other team might be like distance off. Okay, so second medallion team is approaching. They're probably gonna second medallion team might be like greedy for a second medallion. They might be trying to push the first medallion team. Okay, so that little explosion indicator means someone's shooting nearby.
It's probably from
One of
the medallion teams,
yes.
Yeah, from up above.
I think the medallion teams are probably shooting at each other from a distance. Okay, he's dancing now. He has no care for quiet.
Oh, he's...
Okay. Shameless. Shameless. Great, awesome.
They really had to rub it in on the...
Okay, so they can see the zone now. You
teams.
can see the zone now.
Oh,
so they
yes.
are in the zone. They are towards the edge of it, which is not the best place to be, especially... They are on the edge that's towards the rest of the map, which means that's where more players are going to be. They want to be on the edge away from the rest of the game. Like, it's called dead side. It's like basically where players won't be. It's like the opposite spot from where they are right now. They're kind of in a bad spot.
I mean, I'd say because they're underground, they're probably not in the worst
Okay, no, they're not in the worst
position.
spot. The worst spot would be up above, right where they are right now, where the medallion teams are fighting.
But underground, they have at least a bit more cover.
They have a bit more cover, but it's gonna be hard for them to get out because there's only a few exits.
Well, they have this right here. They could just pop
Yes.
right up to the surface.
Yes, but
So...
okay, so the zip lines are very loud when you go up.
Ew.
So if that medallion team is still standing above them, they will absolutely hear them go up.
Again.
So they will be ready for them when they come out. Because the zipline takes about 3-ish seconds to go up because it's very large. You're very deep underground, so it's gonna take about 3-ish seconds to get up fully. Oh, they're saying they go to hiding. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. 'Cause that bush represents like bush camping as hiding somewhere. This Fortnite became very famous for bush camping, which just means someone would hide in a bush and just like jump out when anyone got near. With the ultimate ambush. So they're basically right now they're saying they're the ultimate hiders. Which they are doing a pretty good job at hiding.
Yeah, they
Okay, now they're calling themselves drip queens, I guess.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. We got the message.
Yes, Orion, we see.
Okay, so they're not in zones. It's like the first time all game they're not in zones. So they're gonna need to find a way out. The medallion team is still above them. 2 medallion teams are almost still above
I
them.
wonder, is there a way to build up the lines here?
I do not believe so. Because the ziplines normally block builds. Okay.
Oh.
I'm not sure why he's making these moves. I wonder if he's trying to lure the other players in.
Maybe.
Okay. They have this middle box set up in advance, so now they're gonna hide in here, and they're gonna need to find a way to rotate. Now Orion has the launch pad, but when you're mid-air, it's a very easy target. So if they have a different option, they will hopefully try and use that, but the launch pad is their last resort. As you can see, those people flying in over there, they are getting shot from multiple angles because it's very easy to shoot someone who's flying. Okay, so there's footsteps nearby, that's another team. There's another team right on them. Both teams know that the other team is there. Let's see if they fight each other. It might be in both teams' interest just to not fight each other and just both just peacefully move along and get placement points, but you know, not all people realize. Not all people realize that. Like if neither team is getting the aggressor, like they could both just go to ring, and like both teams could get placement points.
So they could assist each other.
They wouldn't really be assisting each other; they'd just be ignoring each other. Like.
Well, that's kind of assisting each other.
Kind of. They'd be mutually helping each other by not engaging, because if you lose, you're out. And if you win the fight, then you're weakened from the fight. Like you've obviously not won the fight without taking any bullets throughout the process. You've definitely taken bullets, you've lost some of your heals, and you've lost some of your materials. So there's really no advantage to pushing a fight.
Oh, there's a guy.
Yeah. Okay, so they're gonna fight right now. They should stick together. So that guy on the height is gonna so both teams is gonna have one. So they're gonna try and stick together as best as possible. One person should have a faster firing assault rifle, and the other one will have a slower firing, more accurate assault rifle.
Wait, and I remember earlier you mentioned that there's different like types of guns in the game.
Yes.
Those are 2 of them.
Yeah. So there are assault rifles, which are medium range. They can be fast firing or slow firing. The faster firing rifles will have less accuracy, while the slow firing ones will have more accuracy, but they'll be slower firing.
Ah, okay.
There's also the shotgun, which is the second item in his inventory, which is for up close personal battles. They shoot very slowly, but they do a ton of damage. And then there's the SMG, which is for up close, and they shoot very fast, but they do not a ton of damage per bullet, but because they shoot so fast, the damage builds up. There's also snipers, but the game currently does not have any snipers in it, so they shouldn't have to worry about snipers. Wait, that's not true. The latest update, there is a sniper, but it's not a very good one.
Ah.
So they could worry about snipers. Just basically the only way to avoid snipers is just don't stand still. As long as you're not standing still, you should be fine. Snipers are very hard to hit with your target. Right now, so they're going to rotate the ring. The sliding mechanic will give them boost to speed, which is very good, especially when going downhill. It doesn't work so much going uphill, but it works very well going downhill.
Well, I can't imagine sliding uphill.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work.
Sliding uphill, that seems... That doesn't
Not
seem
great.
like... Yeah.
They're currently in a very good spot. They're on top of a hill. They have high ground. And currently, no one has really shot at them for most of the game. So they're relatively in good condition. They still have a ton of their heals left. And they have a lot of their mats left.
And it looks like if we look under the map at the player amount left, there's
28 players. So the first number you see is the zone. That means there's 20 seconds left until the purple closes around the white. So if you're not in the white in 20 seconds, you will be in the storm. The second number, 27, is how many players are left. That means there's 27 players left. It might be 13 teams of 2 and a team of 1, or it might be like 18 teams of 1, 10 teams of 2 and like 7 teams of 1. We don't really know for sure. But there are 27 other players left. And then the next number is your kills and then your team skills. This is the fourth number. Okay, so they're in a fight right now. They're hopefully going to try and disengage. The other team is taking height from them now, so they gotta be very careful. Because now they can get shot from below and above them. Okay, so zone just pulled in their favor. It's not a huge distance to travel to get there. But as you can see with the first timer, zone's gonna start shrinking in like 2 seconds. So they just gotta be ready to go. Especially with people above them now.
So the zone is gonna shrink to that little white circle on the map.
Yes.
Okay.
So they're gonna head they're gonna have to go a little bit north. And they're very high up, so if they were to get shot out, there is fall damage in the game. So they could take some serious fall damage.
Okay.
They just gotta be careful not to let anyone shoot them out. Right now they're in a good spot. They're both gonna shoot people below them. And the other people aren't really gonna be able to hit them because of the angle. Especially because the other people are gonna be very focused about getting to range. Because while they are up high, they have the luxury of being relatively uncontested in their rotation as long as they're materials. The other teams aren't going to have that luxury. They're going to be fighting down there while rotating. Okay, so they're going to rotate the ring like that. They're going to take very little fights as they get to ring. They're in ring with almost no worries. There are now 20 people left. Reaper has lost a bit of shield, so he's going to need to probably heal up if he has them.
Oh yeah, wait. We completely skipped over shields and health.
Okay. So the green bar and the blue bar in your bottom left corner are your health and shield. You start with 100 health, and that can, if you take shots, it will go down, obviously, and that can be regenerated with certain types of heals that will heal your health. There's also the blue bar, which is shield, which you don't start with at the start of the game, but you can get through potions. Like, Orion has a couple in his 5th slot, and then Reaper will hold out that bottle like that. That's the shield potion. So then that will replenish your blue bar, which is an additional level of health that can go up to another 100. So in total, you can have up to 200 health. Most guns, in terms of assault rifles, do around 30-ish damage per shot. Shotgun will probably do around 100-ish per shot.
But you said shotguns are
very slow firing.
Yeah.
And you have to be very accurate with them.
So it's easier to get out of the way.
It's easy to get out of the way, but especially with the building, what people would do is they'll take a wall and they'll edit it. So now editing basically means you can have a build like that, you can create a hole in it. So they'll take the wall, they'll create a hole in it, and then they'll shoot you through the hole. And because you're in a box, there's not much you can do.
Ah.
But your other option would be to not go inside a box, but then you're worrying the issue of anyone can shoot you in the middle of the open. So now Ryan's in trouble, he's trapped in zone. He's gonna try and launch back into ring. Okay, so I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure Reaper's dead. He's trapped deep in the zone at Promise Hill, and he's running out of health. The storm at this late in the game is going to hit for a ton of damage.
Wait, do we have Reaper's perspective?
Wait, Reaper's dead now.
Oh, Reaper's dead.
Reaper's dead. Orion's on his own. There are 6 players left. It says 7, but one of them is Reaper, who's already dead, so he's not... Wait, now it's 6. So there's probably 2 other duos, him and another solo. Only there's 5 left. I want to say it's him and 2 duos. It could also be him and 3 solos. Okay. Okay, top 4. Okay, he's been shot hit down the hill. That's someone. He's sliding down slide kick. So he's in a very bad spot right now. He's running out of health and he's now in zone, which is going to take for a lot of damage. He's doing something now called a heal off, which means he's healing in the zone, hoping that their players kill each other, but he doesn't have enough heals, so he's going to have to go back in. And someone else is in a box, and he's dead. In 3rd place. He's really
Third
good.
place, that's
really good. That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
And I believe they got 1 kill too, so that's really good.
Yeah, so they're definitely up there in points.
They're definitely up there in the points.
Oh, it's back to
Okay.
us.
Hello, that's us again.
Oh,
So that was a really good game. They did a lot of things good there. Their rotations were very good, and the ring was on their side. They had a rough start because the other team contested them, and they had to get out of there with barely any loot, but they came back, they killed a guy, and then they put up a really good fight. And 3rd place is a really good performance.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, not much more else
Not much more
to say, I think.
Hopefully we'll be back for game 2, and they should do really good.
Yeah, game 2, and I think we're going on break.
Yes.
Yep,
Okay,
we'll
so
see
be
you
back in like
a
10-ish
little
minutes,
bit.
and for game 2. And we are back. So we're back for game 2.
Yep. And
We just finished game 1 and we got 3rd and 16th place.
yep.
So one of our teams, as you saw, got 3rd place. They got into a rough end game where they were both trapped in storm. And Orion only got out because he had that launch pad in his inventory. And it was really bad for them because of the mountain climb. Normally end games won't be around, like the final few circles won't be around a storm. A mountain like that, can be very hard, especially when you don't have a lot of movement.
Yeah. Is there anything that they could have potentially done to get out of that?
There was not. They needed to collect more movement early on because they got contested at the very beginning and they had to abort their initial drop zone. They didn't manage to get enough loot as they normally would have.
Oh,
Okay, so we're in
back
game
in
2.
game. Okay.
Okay, so see, this time it doesn't look like there's our players here. So you see they're going to get a lot more loot, which will give them a lot more movement items. Such as shockwaves, which when thrown will give you a boost forward, or a launch pad that you saw, or a hammer. I believe the hammers are still in, which when you strike the hammer with the ground, you will go flying. So there's different types of weird, wacky movements that makes Fortnite.
The hammers, I remember I played one time when they had the hammers. They were so fun.
They are very fun to use, but they're also very loud and give your location away.
Well, everything has its downside.
Yes, everything can give a balance. So,
And it looks like we might potentially have POVs from our other duos this time, so.
yes, so we're going to be switching between the POVs. This is what's happening. Get there.
Oh my god.
Spider-Man. A bunch of Spider-Man. In the desert. So the first round, this team, they landed in the far south in the snow region. And they got initially contested by not one team like our other team, 2 teams. They got standing between 2 teams. So they had to get out of that, and it did not go well at all. They got trapped, and the other team killed them. They managed to get away with 16th place and 2 points, which is still pretty good. But there's not really a way out of that. They have movement and they got trapped.
And who are these
Okay,
people?
so our
Who are we watching right
our
now?
GTP Eagles is Zach. He's going to be our IGL or in-game leader. So he's going to be the commander of the team as Alliance, doing all the time. Our second player, Dino Slayer, is new to the team this year. He is brand new, and he's hopefully going to bring some new interesting stuff to the team, dynamic. That I'm excited to see.
That's always fun. New players.
New players are always fun. I enjoy. I've been a veteran for this team. Like, this is my 3rd year now. It's always fun to see the new dynamics. I'm interested to see how this goes. Okay, so they got a purple gun, so that's really good.
Next year it's gonna be your 4th year.
Okay, so we're back to our D1 team. Okay, so I believe this is our gold team. So to differentiate, I'm gonna call this our gold team. I call this different team. Our gold team is currently in a fight again, which is not great. But they prepared this time. They have the loot. They're gonna be able to hopefully fend off this other team. Otherwise, things could be really bad and they won't get any point. Wait, so that red little marker that just showed up, that means one of them pinged the enemy team. That means they are basically giving communications through the game on like where they think the other team is. Or where they saw them. Okay, so that fountain, they're gonna call it, is the shield. And Orion's 3rd input is about that bottle of fizz, that is the fountain you're seeing. So that means they're healing.
So
It also gives a low gravity effect.
Okay.
As you see with that guy bouncing super high.
So it just increases like their jump?
It increases their jump and it gives them shield again. So it's very good to have on you. It's not as great when the other team's using it.
Does it also remove their damage?
It does remove fall damage. It lasts for about 5 seconds. And it will remove fall damage as well. Because they're going to be splitting up. They're each going to be taking on one of them at the same time. They won't be able to help each other. But their team won't be able to help each other either. So they got one down. And they got the second one down as well. Okay, so this is really good. They won this fight. They are going to get the loot for the team. And it's still early games. So they still have time to farm new materials and get new heals. That's really good. They're also going to go rank up to B, as we were talking about last game. We're going to give them a boon. Each time you rank up, you'll get in your pod, you'll get a boon, which basically increases movement, weapon damage, ammunition your gun can hold. Just tiny little buffs that slowly add up.
Yeah, and it definitely looks like they're farther ahead in terms of that ranking than they were last game.
Yes, definitely. They're doing much better this game off drop. Let's see how things go later in the game. But right now, it's looking really good. The unfortunate thing we have to worry about is right now they might be getting overconfident, especially with that win. And as you can see with those shots nearby, they might be thinking about going to fight the other team, which would be very bad for them. because they don't want to push too many fights. Fighting hero is great when you know you can win, but if there's even a doubt of inkling that you might lose, you should definitely not. Oh, cool, I can hear myself.
Oh.
Okay. They're just going to be farming up a ton of materials, and they're just going to be trying to get prepared for the end game as you saw last game. Get ammo, get mats, get movement. Right now they don't have a lot of movement, which is something they're going to need to find. Either at this location or another location. They're going to need to find movement. Because otherwise, as you saw with last game, they could get trapped in the storm and just go fall apart from there.
Hopefully they can find something here.
Hopefully. The problem is, these locations don't have an infinite amount of loot, and eventually if you look at, search all the places, they might not have movement. Because all the loot is randomly generated. So like you could just get really lucky and not find anything.
Yeah. Well, it's up to chance.
It's all up to chance. And I believe, if I remember correctly, I said earlier that they could find a hammer. I'm going to correct myself. I don't think you can. But I believe the hammers got removed. Okay, so we're back to our blue team, as I'm going to call them. They are... This is gold. Okay, I'm thinking this is the gold team. I can have them backwards. My bad. So they have zone right on their back, so they're going to go. But if I can tell from their HP, it looks like they just got shot at. Things are not looking great. They're trapped between players and zombies. They're going to launch that out. Which is going to get them hopefully above and past the other team. As you can see them right there on the ground.
And it looks like, oh, yep.
The other team is going to shoot at them, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is not great. They're both taking a ton of shots. They're losing their health. That crack you just heard, that means Zach in this case lost all of his shield. You also hear that sound if you crack an enemy shield. So that little crack means that your person, either you or your opponent are weak. And he basically signals to you that you should attack your opponent now while they're weak, or your opponent should attack you now. Now they're gonna go to what I call circle. It's basically just full of these little barrels that they just mine that give you a shield.
That's nice after just getting shot at.
This is a great place to be. We're gonna heal up. Hopefully use the slurp that's in the ground to finish up. They see it. He's behind. Okay, there. Now he sees it. He sees that he's gonna heal up. Use that slurp to heal up. Now what he should have done, I mean, constructive criticism, he should have mined all 3 barrels instead of mining 2 below 1. Because that's a pod. That is rank of pod. That is not their rank of pod because as you can see they're still at C rank. But that is a rank of pod that they probably stole from another team.
What pod reminds me
I have not, but I think
it reminds me of like the little pod that comes down from the sky when you're in that game.
May have taken inspiration from that. Fortnite is really good at, I'm not trying to say copyright, Fortnite is really good at seeing what other games do well, and having that in style of the game. Helps keep their game fresh. And Fortnite is really good for its update. They update almost weekly. They do a small update weekly, and they will normally do a relatively large update every other week.
Oh,
so
wow, yeah.
So it keeps the game feeling fresh, and it's always changing.
That's neat. Most games don't do that, so that's...
Most games do not do that.
Yeah.
Let's see with Minecraft. As anyone knows that Minecraft Live this weekend. Minecraft will get updated out 400. There's like there's a lot of... Okay, so dinosaur just went down. Exactly how I want to see. They need to be low and get down. That was my problem is his gun ran out of ammo, and there's not much you could do there. He was 1v2ing, and his teammate went down.
26th is like...
Okay, so the problem is it's 0 points. They did not receive any points from it. Which is unfortunate, especially with the new rules this season regarding who moves on to the playoffs. It's a lot stricter to get into playoffs. So the performance wasn't great, and it could affect them down the line. But fortunately, this is only week 1. We can still have time to come back. So we'll rush this off next week, and we'll do well.
So to get into you said it was stricter. Like how
Yes.
so?
Okay, so last season there was a lot more playoff spots available, so almost everyone got into playoffs, even if you didn't do great in the regular season. It gave everyone a chance to win. This season it's a lot more strict regarding how many people can get into playoffs. That means you have to do it where you get a lot of points to get into playoffs. You get points to do mostly placement, like I said.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna be dying early in 26th place, you're not gonna get a ton of points. So it's You're wrong.
Oh.
So,
They did not.
so everyone gets in the place then?
Yeah, so. Okay.
Misinformation!
My bad to our whoever's viewing.
Wow.
My bad.
Wind that back.
Ignore everything I just said in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, all of that not true.
This is why we do our research first.
You heard it here first, folks.
My bad. So everyone still gets in the playoffs. Okay, but there is still an incentive to do better because the better placement you have in the regular season, the more advanced starting points. Going in the playoffs, you will start with more points. First place will start with like 25 points, which is like a full win ahead. And then maybe like 10th place will start with like maybe 10 points. It won't be nearly as much. You're going to want to do good in this regular season because it'll give you those points. Now, what they're doing right now is... I'm getting stuck on a wall. That's not great. What they're doing right now is you're going to be basing up on a hill. I don't know if you saw on the other hill across from them, there's another team based up. So what teams are going to do is they're going to base up on hills, in little bases they build, and they'll be able to shoot at each other, or just hide. Because other teams won't be able to push you easily, especially when you have the high ground. So you'll just be able to shoot down at them. So yeah, they're just going to be able to shoot each other from across the hills. And they don't really have to worry about anyone below them, like down the hill, because of the angles, anyone below them won't be able to hit them without getting very close and pushing them in close combat, which not a lot of teams are going to want to do because it puts them at a disadvantage. Like I said, any fight you take is a bad idea because you're going to lose materials, you're going to lose health, and you have the possibility of losing everything. The more you survive, fall to your death. So the more you survive, the better you're going to do. Which I know it seems intuitive, but a lot of teams get bored and just push each other for no reason. Which is honestly a pretty silly thing to do, but we do it nonetheless. Because we're in 2025 and people have low attention spans, so people just go and push anybody they want. Okay, so now this is the mythic drop pod. So this drops in midway through the game and it's going to give you great loot. So Orion's going to take this, and those gold things you just picked up are slurp juices. They're the best heal in the game. They're going to heal you completely back to 200. Also looks like he's maybe camping it to see if anyone else comes for it. It looks like he's not going to take the mythic minigun. Okay, yeah.
Oh, someone else.
He's going to pop one of the slurps and go back to full. And he's going to retreat. Because, yeah, the other team's there. They're going to try and push him now. He's in a bad spot because he left his teammate.
Oh, why would you not taking the gun?
So it's a... Like I said, it's a...
Oh, he's down.
He's down, yeah.
He's down. He's dead.
Yeah, this is not great. It's very preference. All the guns have different like statistics, and you might not. The minigun might not be your style. You might prefer a slower, more accurate weapon. I saw that team pick up the minigun and absolutely shredded Orion with it.
Yeah. So maybe not the best.
Maybe not the best move, leaving it open on the ground.
Like,
not the best move.
Even if you don't have use
to take
it, yeah.
Just hide it somewhere so the other team's not gonna pick it up.
Yeah.
Because it is a very powerful weapon, but like again, it's style preference. If he would rather have a purple assault rifle to a mythic minigun, then that is his choice. It's not. Like, you are not going to be at a huge disadvantage depending on your playstyle. If you are very accurate and you can aim well, then the purple assault rifle is going to do much more damage. But if you're not able to aim well, then you just want a minigun that shoots as many bullets as possible. Because, like, what's the harm?
Yeah. But
like,
hiding it might...
Yeah, he should have hidden it.
Hiding
He should not have gone down the hill without his teammate. He should have told Reaper he was going down the hill and Reaper should have gone with him. Because that's what happened. He got surprised, and Reaper has, because of his fizz, luckily Reaper was able to get down there pretty fast because the game was low gravity and no fall damage, so he just jumped down the hill. But by that time it was already too late, and Orion wasn't able to be like saved.
Yeah.
So they should stick together better, which is something to work on for next week.
And that's what practice is for.
This is what practice is for. So they started off really well this game, and it's not over yet. He can still bring back his teammate. Reaper can still bring back Orion. I believe you need 500 gold to buy a card. Yeah, so he doesn't have the card. He didn't pick it up. So he's going to need 500 gold to buy it. But you get gold by killing opponents and opening chests and stuff. But 500 gold is a lot of gold. But I'm not sure he'll be able to do it this match.
How much does he have right now?
75.
75. Oof. That's a big ask.
Yeah, so his best, if he wants to bring Orion back, he's probably going to have to go get the card.
Yeah.
But I said last match, teams will... Popping up and down. That's Orion popping the note down. Basically, if you can spend gold to buy better loot upon resurrect, as I'll call it. And currently, they don't have enough gold to do it, so I'm not sure why Orion's looking at it, not to distract us. But
Oh, 173. That's that just went up.
it just went up. I mean, yes, he could still bring back Orion through gold, but he's gonna want to get the card, which other teams may camp the card. As you saw last game, that they camp the card as well, because people know it's way harder to win when you're on your own, especially when it's next to the drop pod. People will still be heading over.
And yeah, it looks like he's on his way back.
Yeah, he's gonna try to run because it's very hard to win solo, but also it's very hard to bring back a teammate, especially in these lobbies, because the reboot bans are not quiet. It takes about 10 seconds to resurrect somebody, and they're very loud.
So it's like a big size signal in the air to everyone in the area.
Everyone's bringing back somebody. Okay, so yeah, it looks like their teammates, the opponents that killed them, were camping the card.
This might not end
well. This is not gonna end well. He's gonna have to run. He didn't get the card, and now they're gonna shoot him from up. This is not great at all. I don't think he's gonna be able to get Orion back. He's gonna be on his own for the rest of this game.
This is not the ideal situation to be in.
No, not at all. This is a really bad situation. Interesting. It looks like he hasn't given up on Orion yet. He's not running. He's staying nearby, which might be a bad move. We will see. He could end up really good. Yeah, should have ran. He should have.
Got the.
He didn't give up on hope on Orion, which is great teamwork, but like.
Sometimes you
gotta know when to run.
Yeah.
You gotta know when you can't save your teammate, and this ain't the Marines. Men get left behind. So like.
Yeah, leave
him behind. Okay, he's still going back. He's still going back for the card. He's still going back for the card.
Leave some men behind.
No, we are not leaving men behind. Apparently, he's still going for it. He got the card. He did it. I have nothing to say to that. He did it.
You know what?
By some miracle.
Yeah, the captain goes down with the ship.
By some miracle, he's gotten Orion's card. Now the question is, will he be able to like bring back Orion? Why? Like without alerting the entire lobby to the location, and getting pushed by every single person. Okay, so now as you can see, those little heavy circles are the reboot bands. So there's none currently in the circle, but as soon as the circle moves, there will be one available. So he's probably gonna, his best move is to head in that direction and wait for the circle to move, and then bring back Orion at the first chance possible. This is gonna be rough because Ryan coming back with no materials and coming back with one not great weapon, a really bad weapon, and barely any ammunition. So it's gonna be very rough. And I'm curious because he appears to be heading in the wrong direction. I'm not sure why he's not going for the reboot ban. He did all that work to bring him get the card.
Yeah, I mean there is another reboot ban in that direction, but I don't think he can make it.
He wouldn't make it for the storm comes, and there's two medallion teams currently sitting on top of it. There's no way he'd be able to pull off that boot without like medallion teams absolutely destroying him.
Yeah.
Now there's probably a team hiding that mountain, if I had to guess. So
probably.
if he's gonna break in there, he might be putting himself in a bad position because if I had to guess, there's a team sitting inside that mountain right now.
Yeah, this is kind of what they did in that last one with the underground. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the loot. There's definitely a fight inside the mountain. Yeah, this is not. You have to go way out there. He should have headed towards the van as soon as he could, but by dilly-dallying in the north, I don't think he's able to get back there.
Unfortunately.
So even after all that work to get the card, he might be on his own. Because the storm's gonna be hitting for a lot of damage this late into the game. So going into storm to try and bring back Ryan might not be a good thing. Yeah, he knows there's other players at the end of the other side of that mountain. He can see. Like, he can tell based on the builds that there's gonna be other players on this side. So he's gonna have to try and sneak through.
And there's no reboot bans in the circle currently.
No, there's not. This reboot ban's last chance. Yes, so he shot players and he hit the player for 70 damage, which is the amount. But now the players know that he's there too. He's not gonna be able to bring back Orion. It's too late.
Yeah, it shrinks in a minute. He does not have time.
No, it's already shrinking. It closes
it's already
in a minute.
shrinking?
Yeah, the pink number shows that it's already shrinking. So it's already shrinking. He's not gonna be able to bring it back. He missed his chance. The other players were holding their side of the mountain. He wasn't able to get back. So that's their base atop that mountain. That's where everything went haywire. So like you see how they're in the same spot they've been this entire game. It's a full circle. So there could still be a team sitting on top of that mountain. Looks like there is based on the shots coming off the top. Yeah, he's gonna try and pull a low rotate, go around. Circle. Now, he's probably gonna want to base up. He doesn't have a ton of brick. He's spending a lot of extra wood. He shouldn't be spending. So he doesn't have a ton of mats. He's good on heals and his weapons, but he's gonna get later in the game. He's gonna start worrying about his materials. He's gonna run out of them.
This is not a good position, just
No,
generally.
This is a way worse position than they were in last game.
And they had such a great. They had a better start. They had a good start.
They had a really good start. They got uncontested. A team pushed them into their POI later on. They killed the team, and they had all the loot from their POI. They were doing really good. Problem is when Orion split and we were split up, it led to Orion's death, which he's not doing.
Well, I guess you either have a weak start, strong finish, or a strong start, weak finish.
You can have both. They just haven't managed to have it today. Today's just been off game. They have off day, and they haven't been able to get a good game in. But third place is good, even with the rough start. That's still he might be able to come back from this. He's not in a good spot, but we've seen worse, and he can come back from this.
There's 13 left, so maybe if the other teams kind of fight it out.
There's 13 left, so he's already going to get a good amount of placement points. You saw all his builds he's placing down. This is what I'm saying. He's using builds very, uncarefully. He's not rationing them at all. So, he's going to run out of materials, I can already tell. Unless he dies very soon. Then he won't run out of materials because he'll be dead. But if he manages to last as long as he did last time, he will run out of material. He's going to continue to stay in zone and let their teams fight around him. Yeah,
They're just waiting.
Because this game is a lot of waiting. So I was saying about going for placement points. It's like you can do these crazy things. Like you can go for these mythic drop pods. You can fight these other teams, but it's not going to work out in the long run. You're going to want to do what they did first game, where they hid for most of the game and then they got third place. This game they went for the mythic. Like I said, they got confident. They got the kill. They got the 2 kills, and they said, "Okay, we're fine. Let's go for the mythic drop pod." And it didn't go well. Now he's getting shot from the team way up there. Team way up there's gonna know he's low, so they're probably gonna shoot some more shots at him. Likely. Maybe not though. Because the other team also is gonna be rationing their ammo. We don't know how much ammo they have. He's back in that tunnel in the mountains. He's going the wrong direction. Which right now the zone looks like it's moving in that direction, but it's gonna pop a U-turn really fast. Because if you look at the circle, it's not matching.
Oh, now he's
Okay, I'm not sure where he's going. He's taking way too much storm damage for this. I'm sorry, but the tier up on the shotgun was not worth it. Because at this point, with these materials and on your own, you're going to want to hide. You're not going to want to try and fight people. Going into taking that unnecessary damage and wasting those heals was probably not worth it. I mean, maybe it will be. Maybe he'll end up using that shotgun later on. But
oh, there's a chance.
so he's farming on materials, which is good. He doesn't have a ton of materials left. But because he farmed that tree, he should hopefully last a little bit longer. He has about 50 builds, which seems like a lot, but they go by very fast.
How many builds do you use on average,
Per fight?
Yeah.
Well over 50. You're probably gonna, especially in this level of Fortnite, you're gonna use I want to say almost 100 builds. They're gonna get very intense. So he's in zone now. He's taking 10 damage a second. He's gonna need to get out of zone. Yeah. So there's 6 players left. Players shooting him. This is not looking good. He is towards the side of zone, so he's in a relatively good spot geographically, but in terms of he's lost almost all of his heals. He has no more health heals, so if he takes storm, he's not going to recover.
Oh.
So he's got to get blue before he's in storm. Nope, he's in storm. He's taking just took 20 damage.
Yeah.
20
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
That's the last thing.
Oh!
Which is very good recovery, especially on your own. That was the best he could do because he's not going to know the 1v2 those guys endgame because he took out one, which you saw, but he's not going to take out the second one, especially in that conditions he was in.
Yeah, that was
So
that
was
amazing.
That was the best he could do in that situation. So that was really good. They managed to come back. There was a rough deal with Orion when Orion went for that mythic drop, but they managed to come back and he ended up getting the card. He didn't use it, but he ended up getting the card and he came back and he got second place, which is really good performance.
Yeah, that was
So
incredible.
that was really good to watch.
Yeah, being able to come back like that
is very impressive.
Yeah.
I'm glad they did that. So, second and third place in the same week. That's very good. They're going to be towards the top of the leaderboard going into next week. So, that should be good. And then we'll just see how they do next week. Because, if they continue to play this way, they will definitely be getting into playoffs with a ton of advanced starting points. So, I think we might be able to get an interview with them right now.
All right.
With them right
Yeah.
now. Hopefully.
Let's see.
I want their take on this. pull momentarily. Please don't go anywhere. But no, that was really impressive.
Yeah. How did you think? Like, what did they do? Like, better or worse?
So the drop was better. They managed to win the drop, which I guess was not really better or worse on their end. That was just because they got lucky with no other players dropping there that time. But worse, definitely need to stick together better at the end.
Yeah.
But better, I think they had communication. I think Orion was definitely talking to me through the grave and giving him communications, which he was able to do a lot better as he's let's say Orion was worrying about his own game. So I think communication-wise, they probably did a lot better. But they definitely need to stick together more, especially when there's a mythic drop pod, because that's going to attract a lot of attention.
Yeah, definitely. And
so we do have an interview.
We have an interview.
Threeper, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who clutched up, got second place on his own.
Yes.
Welcome. How was that? That was pretty intense.
Come take a seat.
Here, yeah.
Take a seat.
It was suspenseful.
Yeah,
it was.
We
Really,
were worried.
really
We didn't think you'd be able to get Orion's card back after there was a team up on the hill, a team down there. We think you go back, but you went back for it after all that. You ended up getting the card. You ended up using it because there was a team on the other end of the cave.
Yeah, hard review at the time. Yeah.
But like, that was impressive. You didn't leave him behind. You went and got his card, and you clutched them and got second place, which was very impressive, especially on your own.
Yeah, it was tough because I was getting looked at by like at least 3 teams. So at the time, it was hard for me to get his card because I was just trying to run around because I had to play placement because I couldn't push anything. I couldn't because I was a solo. I couldn't do anything. All I could do was farm materials, play zone because I had fizz, I had mobility, so I had enough to clutch a second place there. I think.
Which you did really well, yeah, and you knocked one of them.
Yeah, I did.
Which is so impressive.
Yeah, it was. I could have played that a little better in some ways. I know I could. Maybe looking back, get some shots in. But either way, it's a second place.
Second place. It would have been very hard to get the win anyways.
Yeah,
I mean, second place, either going down with a huge fight or a small fight, it's still second place. It's
it was. Definitely.
So don't beat yourself up on that too much. It did really well.
Yeah,
Congrats.
I think we're definitely gonna do this more. Definitely get more practice in, more chemistry. But with third and second so far, not as many kills. We're gonna try to definitely get a little more kills. But practice makes perfect. Well, in this case, yeah. But that's what we're gonna try to do. Gonna keep moving forward. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Great
congrats.
Game. Thanks for coming for an interview.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you. So yeah, we'll be back next Monday with another 2 games.
Yep.
And I can't wait to see how they do. Second and third place. Hopefully they can get the win next time. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe 2 wins.
Maybe 2 wins.
Okay, so closing thoughts. I think they did really well. I think the off to a rough start in the first match, but then they fixed it for the second match. A little hiccup in the middle there when Orion died, but he managed to clutch it up and he made it second place anyways. So which is better than in the first round. So I think all in all, really great games today.
Yeah.
And hopefully they'll do just as well next week.
Yep, hopefully. And this Wednesday, we have another stream for Rivals, which I know a whole bunch of people are probably excited for. We have someone behind the camera just cheering right now.
Hey man, I coached that team. Of course I'm going to be excited for it.
So yeah, be sure to tune in Wednesday, same time?
4:30.
Same time, 4:30, if you're interested in seeing that. And I think
That's all.
that's all.
So see ya. Have a nice week, and we'll see you on Wednesday.